Have you ever sent crypto to the wrong address or to the wrong blockchain and you ask yourself, well, why isn't there anything to help me out to make sure I'm sending it to the right place? Now, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new project. It's called Presend, and that's exactly the goal of this project. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Eric here and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day and are doing well. Today we're talking about Presend and we're going to separate this video in two parts. The first part, we're going to be talking about the project itself and the software behind it and how it actually all works and how it makes sure that you're sending the crypto to the right place and it doesn't get lost into the abyss. That's going to be part one, and then part two, we're going to talk about how you can actually get involved with this project and exactly how that process works and how you can invest and receive a dividend on a monthly basis for investing in Presend. Now, the first thing we need to understand is how does this software work and how does it make sure that you're sending your crypto to the right address and blockchain. Now, first and foremost, Presend is actually a software that you are going to be able to download, and they are working on having a Google Chrome extension. And because metamask is also a Google Chrome extension, that is the first wallet that they are emphasizing on, and later on in their development, they are planning on connecting to more and more wallets as they keep growing. So once you have the Presend software up and running and you've connected your wallet to it, you're going to be able to go into MetaMask and actually initiate a transaction just like you would normally do. And then what Presend is going to be doing in the back end of this, it's going to go through a three-step process to make sure that the transaction you're about to initiate is going to the right place. Now, step one is actually checking for the token compatibility. So it is making sure that the token you are intending to transfer is actually supported on the receiving side of that transaction. So that's checking for the address, and it's also checking for the actual blockchain. Now, the second step is also intertwined with this. It is going to fetch the list of supported blockchain networks, and it's really targeting the chain for that specific transaction that you are sending, making sure that you're not switching chains and you're not going from Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain. Now, of course, because some cryptocurrencies can be exchanged through multiple chains, this is where the third step comes in. Because of course, if we take the example of Matic or USDC, you can send USDC on Ethereum, on Polygon, on AVAX. It doesn't really matter, but you can send it everywhere. So that is where step three is going to come into play. And Presend is actually going to send a very tiny fractional amount of that transaction over to the receiving address, and once that transaction is confirmed on the specific blockchain, that completes the three-step process of Presend, and you don't have to worry about anything else. Now, in the event that you are doing something wrong and you're trying to send money where you're not supposed to send it, or you're trying to do a cross-chain transaction that you're not supposed to be doing, and usually that would result in you losing your funds. And don't worry if you've done that, because I've definitely done that in the past. But what Presend is going to do is that it actually is going to send you a notification, and it is going to cancel that transaction for you and saving you money at the end of the day. So imagine you're trying to send some money, you're not too sure, you're not too experienced in the crypto space, you're sending money from wallet to wallet and it's actually not going to go through. Well, instead of losing your money, you're just going to pay a small transaction fee, which we are going to talk about in a second here. But Presend is going to come back to you and it's going to let you know that this is not the way to do it. There is an error. You're going to have to find out where the error is, and it is also going to cancel that transaction for you, obviously saving you some money that way. Now, in my opinion, this service is absolutely great for beginners and people who are just starting out in the crypto space and aren't too familiar with how to send money from wallet to wallet, or even how to send it from a hard wallet to a hot wallet to then an exchange. So this is a great service in my opinion for those people, and the end goal of Presend is actually to be integrated within MetaMask and be one with MetaMask, as well as other wallet providers in the future. Now, if we take a look at this diagram here, as of June 2022, we have a total monthly active MetaMask users of about 30 million people. Now, that is a lot of people. And if we take a look as of January 2022 and the global crypto market, we had about 300 million users. Now, that is a lot of people when you really think of it. Now, if we just zoom in on the MetaMask users and talk about these 30 million people using MetaMask actively on a monthly basis, imagine the amount of transactions that would go through if MetaMask and Presend would work together. That could be absolutely phenomenal. And if we just take a look at the projections of the MetaMask users, again, this is specifically only MetaMask. It doesn't account for any other wallets out there. But if we take a look at these projections based off of their 2-cent cost per transaction, as well as the 0.1% transaction fee of the entire transaction. And they are also assuming here a 2 transaction per day per user. So this may be a bit off. Of course, I don't necessarily do 2 transactions per day. Other people may do 10 transactions per day. But if we just take a look at the amount of users here and the daily revenue that Presend would be able to generate depending on the amount of transactions, if we go to 5 million users, we can see that the daily revenue for Presend could be around $200,000, which is absolutely absurd. Now, the way they plan on integrating Presend with MetaMask is through the MetaMask Snaps program, and this is basically a program that MetaMask has put in place for people to develop crucial applications that can help MetaMask in its future. So here it says that MetaMask specifically developed the Snaps platform in order to help facilitate the integration of critical software and innovations to ensure that MetaMask is the best that it can be. So as we know, Presend is literally adding security and safety to people who are investing in crypto by making sure you're sending your crypto to the right place and initiating a background check on that transaction before actually sending it. So obviously, in their mind, Presend is a great partner for MetaMask, and if it is implemented in MetaMask, then as we can talk about these different projections, we can see that this has the potential to blow up. But of course, we still have a bit of ways to go from there, because right now Presend isn't actually affiliated to MetaMask, but in the eventuality that it is, you can see that Presend could be making a lot of money on a daily basis. Let's take a look at who's behind this project. So we have here 2 co-founders. We have Larry and we also have Drew. And as we all know, Drew Wolfer is a fellow YouTuber. He has also launched Wolfer Finance, which has been doing great in my opinion. The floor price is already 0.65 Ethereum as opposed to the 500 floor price it was to mint. And the project has been generating some revenues over the last few months as they are still in the investing period. So Drew has a proven track record. And as for Larry, I am not too familiar with him, but we can see here it does say that he has 10 years of software and analytics experience. We have all of their links to their socials. So if you want to go and dig deeper onto who these people are, you can definitely go ahead and do so. But in my books, that is another check mark because, of course, we know who's behind this team. They are doxed and they also have an LLC for Presend, which just makes it all the better for me. So if you're wondering if any other software or program exists out there doing the same thing, the answer is actually no, and they have a provisional patent application in order to protect their software. We can see it here on their website, and this is to make sure that everything is their own and that no other company can come out there and replicate what Presend is doing. And they are going to be filing for the full patent once the software is 100% functional in the Chrome extension version, and that should be anywhere in September or October. So within the next few months, they should be filing for the full patent. So now that we know how Presend works, why people would want to use it, how they make money, well, it's now time to take a look at how us investors in Presend can make some money with this software. So here is where it gets interesting as an investor, because you can actually decide to invest in their NFTs, which is in turn going to give you a percentage of a dividend pool that they are going to be giving out to their NFT holders on a monthly basis. Now, if we take a look at the different percentages of holding an NFT, they break it out into a retail and institutional pool. There are going to be two different pools for these dividends. Of course, if you are like me, you're probably just a retail investor. You're going to be entitled to 10% of the net income generated by Presend on a monthly basis. So of course, if you're bullish on Presend, if you think they're going to be integrated within MetaMask and then even more wallets on a future basis, well, 10% of their net income could be a lot of money. Now, there is another 10% of the net income that is going to go to Wolfer Finance NFT holders. There is also another dividend pool that is going to be separated from the retail investors, and that is a 2.5% to 12.5% of the net income, and that is obviously dependent on how much is being raised on the institutional investor side of things. So that's another pool that is separated from the retail investors. And lastly, there is a 10% net income that's going to the team, to marketing, to hiring, paying salaries, and then there is a 50% that is actually going to market Presend on a global scale. So this is where we're talking about other exchanges. We're talking about, let's say, Coinbase, maybe Binance, partnering with them, making sure that all the transactions on those exchanges, other wallet providers are aware of Presend and trying to integrate Presend in the world of crypto. And they also say that the money they raise for the NFTs is going to be used for the Presend global marketing as well. Now, the next question you have is, how much is one of these NFTs worth? The public price is $250 for one NFT. It is going to be on Binance Smart Chain, and you are going to be using BUSD to mint this. But the way it works is actually a three-step approach. The first people that are going to have access to this mint are the Wolfer Finance NFT holders. And if you hold a Wolfer Finance NFT, each of these NFTs are actually going to be $225. So you are getting a bit of a discount there. And if you decide to mint 3+ NFTs, they're going to come down to $200 per NFT. And that is obviously a benefit of holding a Wolfer Finance NFT. Now, for the following week after that, it is going to be $250 per NFT. That is, once again, only for the Wolf list or people who are whitelisted. And last but not least, there is going to be a public sale 2 weeks after the initial start mint. So it may not even get there. I'm not too sure how the demand is going to work for these, but $250 or even less, depending on your situation and how many NFTs you want to mint. There may not be a public sale because of the hype around this project. But again, we are going to have to wait and see how all the minting goes. Now, last but not least, they do have a few incentives depending on some key milestones they plan on hitting. It's dependent on the amount of users. They may even increase the amount of dividends entitled to retail investors for specific months, depending on the amount of users that use Presend. That we're all going to have to wait and see how it works. but it's obviously going to incentivize people to refer people using Presend and to spread the word of Presend to the crypto community. So with all of that being said, there's a lot of information on Presend. Definitely make sure you join them on Discord, ask your questions, make sure you follow them on Twitter. The NFT mint is supposed to be sometime in later parts of September, so stay tuned for an announcement on that. And we're going to be giving away one NFT through the Discord. We are going to post the information about that on Twitter and on Discord. I'm telling you guys here, so definitely make sure you join a Discord, start typing in there, because you are going to have to be a certain level to participate for the giveaway. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.